Hey everybody, PFC Brewing here. Doug back. Just drinking some coffee for right now. It's Sunday. I don't want to drink beer till later on tonight whenever the Illini game and Blues game's on. So I'm gonna hold out and drink some other type of homebrew coffee. Anyways, today, this afternoon, we're getting kind of snowed in. I don't know if you can see this, but that is what it's looking like outside. Crazy. So, since we're getting snowed in, I decided I'm going to do something way different today. 2 Christmases ago, I gave my dad this. He has not touched it. He doesn't really have any aspirations of doing it, so he wanted to get away from doing it. So we're going to do a little Mr. Beer extract kit today. So you know, the kit comes with its 2-gallon fermenter with a spigot. I got a guy holding water right now to make sure it doesn't leak. Comes with a can of pale ale. This is a liquid dry malt extract. On top of that was this little package of brewing yeast. There's a number on the back, not really sure what that means, if it was 1/4/2011 or what, but I'm going to sprinkle this guy on there, and I'm going to, that pale ale that I made last Sunday, I'm going to sprinkle some of that yeast cake on there, just to make sure I got enough yeast. So I am modifying this kit. Also comes with a boost for alcohol boost and body. Some no rinse cleaner, which I'm going to save this package and just save it until 5 or rinse short, because I'm going to use Star Sand. That's the other thing that I'm straying away from the kit on. Love this stuff. Use it all the time. It also requires that you get 2 gallons of cold water. These guys have been sitting outside, so they're definitely cold. And I believe just another gallon of water. So, first step, while waiting for things to work out, I'm going to put my pale ale into this glass of warm or hot water. Basically, let it sit. That's going to get that stuff to it's going to get that stuff so it's not so thick. It makes it a little bit runnier. So we'll let that guy sit. I'm going to get some water ready real quick, and we'll be back. I also forgot, this guy comes with 1, 2, 3, 9, 8 of these bottles. These are, looks like 1 liter bottles with caps and Mr. Beer labels for them. First step, got a pot here, filled it up with 4 cups of water. It says take my booster. Slowly sprinkle booster in while continuing to stir to avoid clumping. So, take my booster, turn the light on here. I'm going to pour that in here slowly. I'm going to stir while we're doing this to avoid clumping. And we're clumping. Wow. This stuff looks like it is nothing but just sugar. Matter of fact, it says ingredients: corn sugar solids. Corn syrup solids. So we'll keep on pouring this guy in. You know what? Pour now, stir later. We'll get it all from clumping here. Give you an idea of what we're dealing with here. Maybe. There's my pot. You can kind of see some stuff clumped up in there. Okay, I know I told you that I was going to use 4 cups of water for this and that booster. I just went ahead and filled the pot up halfway. 2 reasons for this. One, I got 4 cups in there, plus I got my other 2 gallons measured out, so it's not like I'm going to go low on my specific gravity, because I should have this measured out. Plus the fermenter's got its own mark on it. The other thing is, I only went halfway because I want to boil this guy for about 15 minutes. I don't want it to boil over. It doesn't really say on the can to boil, or on the instructions to boil the LME for 15 minutes, but I'm really going to do this because that's just the way I was taught when I brewed. Hopefully that'll give me some, get down. Hopefully that'll give me some good results. Also my keg over here, the Mr. Beer keg, I put Star Sand in there, letting that guy sit. I'll shake it, and we'll kind of go from there. Once I get this guy boiling and adding in the LME, the liquid malt extract over here, that can, I will be back. Cheers, people. Okay, so you can see, starting to boil. I open this guy up. This guy said it was hopped, by the way. So, here we go, down the chute. Okay, give you a quick view of what she's looking like now. Start to foam up a little bit here. Might be very careful, watch out for a boil over. That foam was rising quickly. Be right back. And we just had a boil over. This is why I do this stuff outside. Wow. So, it can happen to anyone. It can happen to anyone really easy when you're holding the camera. So, once I get this managed here, I will let you guys see what the boil looks like. Okay. It appears we've reached a manageable boil. I'm going to let this guy just boil for 15 minutes. It's pretty standard practice of what I do whenever I want to sanitize stuff. So, like my priming when I'm bottling or kegging does that, or before I make a yeast starter, I do the same thing. So, we'll let this guy just kind of boil away for till about 3 o'clock, and we'll go from there. I will bring you guys back once I get ready to keg her up and put her away. Okay, we're done with the boil. I got this guy sitting in an ice bath. Cold water with ice in it. Duh. Always make sure too when you do this, make sure you get that lid sanitized. Give you a quick peek in there. That's what she looks like. I'm going to add this to my sanitized keg with that water here in a few minutes, and then get my yeast ready to go. Okay, as you can see, I'm in my poorly lit basement in the laundry room. This is where I keep my brews. It's my pale ale that I brewed up a week ago. I'm in the laundry room, as you can tell. Got laundry everywhere. Transfer it down to the secondary. Very, very pale. We're just going to see how this guy turns out. But the reason why I brought you down here was, as soon as this guy gets done, you see that nice little yeast cake down the bottom? I'm going to transfer some of that into here. If you can see, well, you can see we're kind of getting a little full there. A little fuller than I'd like, but that's okay. I want to get a good yeast going, so I'm going to shake that guy up. When this guy gets done, dump a little bit of that into there, and we'll see how that works out. Okay, so we got this guy siphoned off. You can see the bottom of that. It's gonna kind of shuffle that around. I know there's tube in there, but hey, I just want to get some yeast. So let me. So I got my Mr. Beer here. I'm gonna take off the lid. Just barely. Now that's full of Star San. My sanitizer. Still got some beer left in here. I have to be very careful with this. Let's get some of that out of there. Put that guy in there. Basically, I'm gonna give a few quick pumps. Oops. Maybe I should open that bad boy up. So, got some milky, white, yeasty stuff going in there. Just want to add to that yeast as much as possible. You notice the bubbles on top? It's because I aerated it. Okay. That is plenty. Otherwise, I am going to end up with overflow here. Put that back in the Star San. Little tip. Always have a spray bottle full of Star San. Got to spray things down. Seal this bad boy up. I'm going to mix her up. That guy's going to sit for 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks. Maybe. I don't know. 3 weeks. We'll see. See what I want to do with it. See what time tells. So, it's Mr. Beer in a nutshell. Cheers, boys and girls.